Okay.
Next thing we need to do is find a new song.
Okay. We'll workshop it. We kick your ass out of the stream. All right. Welcome back to Man Bunkbed. We are episode 7. We're going to do a week 1 preview, but first, my name is Zach Bradley at the Zach Bradley. Usually it's in our little thing here, but for some reason it's not today. It's okay. We'll get that sorted.
Slacking, man. Come on.
Yeah. And then we've got to my
Right?
left. That way to that way, I've got Nolan, aka Fat Squirtle.
What up?
You won't find him on most social medias, but
You'll never find me. I'm a ninja.
if you do, it's going to be
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. Welcome everybody. Glad to have you back. I know we missed a week, and we are down on bunk bed at least for a little bit tonight. We'll see if Cole, our third bunk, will jump on. He's doing some new baby stuff, so he's got a new baby, and we always prioritize family.
Of course,
for our podcast. So naturally.
Not
What's going
me.
on, Nolan?
My kid can hang out over there.
Yeah,
He'll be all right. No, man, it's going good. Long week at work. Ready for an off day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you fixed it. Look at you go.
I know
you got it. The fucking ninja.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Nolan, we got football this week.
Yeah, can't wait. First week, let's go. Oh
yeah, it's been a long time, y'all. This is Nolan and I have been plugged in to football every second this off season, and let me tell you, it's been a long off season this year.
It's been the wait between since the draft has been. I think this is the most time I've put into football during an off season, and it is finally over. We got through the desert. We're on the other side. We found the oasis. I can't wait.
and it's probably, I gotta tell you, like for me, it's not even close. Like it is. I mean, it is wild how much we did, but that's okay because we made it, like you said, and it's football season.
And because of it, I don't think I've been this hype for a season to start in a long time.
Right, me neither.
Also, the 6 storylines, can't wait. Oh man, it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year.
So, all right, so look. First things first, when we get into any of that, we're going to do stardoms, we're going to do some sit-ems, we're going to do some injury updates, and boy, for a week 1 where we really haven't had much football yet, there's actually a lot of injury news, so we'll get to all that. It's not been a healthy offseason, okay?
No.
Before we get to all that, we want to talk about our host website where we post our content. The first website that's really partnered with Man Bunkbed. And it was FantasyFootballAdvice.Forum.com, and big news for that. They have since merged with another website that had kind of a similar idea. And after the Fantasy Football Expo, the owner of our partner's website and the owner of the other website got together and decided to merge this thing. So we have a brand new website. Same type of idea, just really, really good execution on this one. So if you were on the old website, if you're on the old website, you're going to notice this site is moving fast. It's functioning well.
Mm-hmm.
The chat's working. You can jump on as a content creator and you can monetize your channel and your content. If you're not a content creator, there's going to be tons of great stuff out there: podcasts, articles, videos and stuff like that. So I put the new website in as a banner. It's FantasyFootballAdvice.Network. If you are interested, please reach out to me or Nolan or Cole, and we'll hook you up with a code to get in and get a discount for joining. So please go check it out. Huge news on that. FantasyFootballAdvice.Network. All right, let's jump into. I feel like usually these shows go like stardom, sit-em, injuries, and that's
fine. Let's do injury first because I feel like it leads into the stardom, sit-em.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because here's what's going to happen, right? Like, if we don't do injuries first, then throughout it, we're going to end up like hitting all our injury stuff as we go through. No, we might do a
just wavelength right now.
But we're eye to eye on this, if you know what I mean.
We've practiced this all off season. We know how to think alike.
That's right. All right, so we're going to do some injuries. We're going to talk about some guys that are becoming healthy, some guys that are like definitely fadems, they're not going to play, and then those really annoying ones that you're going to have to check like game day stuff and see if they got listed. And then honestly still probably fade them. So, for me, one of the first ones, because we talked about this guy all off season, is Jonathan Taylor. So look, he's back with the team, but he's officially on the PUP list for the first, 4 games?
4 games.
So you can absolutely sit Jonathan Taylor, or if you got IR spots.
The saga's never ending at this point, man. It feels like this is going to go on all year. Do you trust anybody in that backfield with him not there?
No, and we're going to get to that. No, I don't. Actually, one guy.
Is there?
Yeah. There's. I trust one guy, Nolan, and he's not wink a running back. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, it's Jonathan Taylor. Sit him. Joe Burrow. Look, he went down. It was a calf injury that looked like an ACL injury. They said he was going to be out for a couple of weeks. That's right on schedule. No big news here. He's back in practice. He's going to play.
We all expected him to play week 1. Nothing to worry about there.
He's good to go on that. Couple of guys that we're going to get into. I'll save those for the last one. Cooper Kupp, not playing.
It's like we've been calling this all off season. We've been saying for months now. Just fade him. Just do not draft him. And he's too old. He has too many injuries in his history. It's just we knew this was going to happen. It was the biggest risk if you've done your drafts early.
He's
probably done at this point.
He's the biggest risk if you did your drafts today. He's still going in the top 10. And for those of you who picked him in the top 20, at least as it stands today, I'm sorry.
I've seen him go number 3 in some drafts we've done in the past month. All those drafts, just go ahead and rip it up, move on to the next one.
So Cooper Kupp, hamstring injury that they thought he was hurt for a couple of weeks, and then earlier this week we got a training to play week 1, and within the next 12 hours from that, we got still not healthy, going to see a specialist in Minnesota, and he is still, as far as I know, with that specialist in Minnesota.
It's not even just Minnesota. Apparently he's flown around and seen a bunch of different specialists. Also, hamstring is it's like a turf toe, man. It's one of those things, it can stick with you for a long time.
Yeah, it's hard to figure that one out, in a way that will, be beneficial for your team.
Right. Yeah, because it's just stretching the wrong way can re-aggravate something like that. And it's just,
Nolan,
it's very fickle.
I'm thinking of, and it's really more a rugby term, is nagging.
It's nagging. Yes.
That's it. Okay, so Cooper Kupp, you're out. Maybe look at your Van Jeffersons. Maybe look at your Tyler Higbees for red zones, and then be on the lookout.
Big on Higbee. Higbee is a start.
Be on the lookout for Puka Nacua season.
Okay? Oh my God, everybody is on the Puka, and I don't know, man. It's one of those wait and sees.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, after that, we're gonna talk about some guys that are coming healthy on this. So they were hurt, and then today or maybe even yesterday they were back in practice. So Jackson Smith-Njigba back in practice had wrist surgery.
Soft cast though. He has the hard cast off. He's got the soft cast still, so which is always a worry, especially for a guy that's got to catch a ball.
Sure. I still think that the reports are trending to play. He's a third-string receiver, so probably a lighter workload. Maybe fade him for the first week, but all of those that invested a decent pick, he's going to be okay.
The other two guys on that offense, though, definitely starts.
Oh yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown, ankle injury, good to go.
Thank goodness.
To play week 1.
I was so scared about that one.
Thank God for that. Because right now they were really going to be throwing to 32-year-old Marvin Jones Jr. and then a rookie tight end. So and Jameer. Yeah, I mean,
Jameer's going to catch a lot of balls. I guess
if they're praying that their rookie running back can be their number 1 receiving option, we might be in a tough spot though.
Wow.
And it's not like they're playing a bad team. Well, actually, I don't know.
Not a bad team.
If the Chiefs don't have Chris Jones, we'll see.
Oh yeah, that's the one we're worried about.
Nah, yeah. We'll get to that. Yeah. I've not begun to start on that one. Terry McLaurin, toe injury. I think it's that scary turf toe thing. He is out.
That's Michael Thomas, man.
Yeah. He is
2 years later.
To Terry McLaurin, and he had a lot of. For me, he had a lot of value coming into the season with what we assume is a steadier quarterback position for him. No Carson Wentz.
It kind of kills my Commanders are going to be a top 5 offense bet.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It kind of throws that one down the sink too.
Yeah, so for those of you with Terry McLaurin, you're going to need to check your game time stuff. That cat is not cleared currently. He's been missing some practices or doing non-contact work. So check that game time stuff. A name we haven't heard in a long time because he's been hurt the whole offseason, but one we need to pay attention to. Kadarius Toney still out. He might play.
I thought they said he'd be ready for week 1. Am I remembering this report wrong?
Yeah, so I was just reading it before our pre-planning for the pod. Said it should come as no surprise. Toney is already dealing with injury issues. The fact that Toney was limited in practice as he deals with a knee injury could be a good sign. And the point of this one was saying if he makes it, Richie James Jr. is also dealing with a knee injury. He was limited on Monday. And then probably the bigger name on the Chiefs roster, Travis Kelce has a knee.
The biggest name. Injury. It's their only receiver.
So they're down to the rookie guys and Justin Ross, and some running backs. So
those Rashee Rice truthers are out in force right now.
We knew it. 17th round Justin Ross guys.
That's the okay. I want to talk about this because I've seen so many people pick up Noah Gray because of this injury. So Noah Gray, and then the other, I forgot their third tight end. He's hurt too. Jody Fortson. Yeah, sure. So you've got Travis Kelce, who is the number 1 target. End of sentence. And then what would have been his backup, and then you've got Noah Gray left. Do you think that Mahomes is going to still be reliant on the tight end no matter who it is, or was it just because it's Kelce?
I think it's Kelce. I think Mahomes' talent transcends. I want to say, but it's Kelce matters. But they got rid of Tyreek Hill, and he really didn't miss a beat last year.
Right.
They went right back one of those Super Bowls. So and he was hurt. He did more with less without Tyreek. So I think it hurts to not have Kelce, but he's still Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And it's probably good for the team because they don't know who else they're working with, and it's going to give everyone else a chance to step up and claim an important role in this offense. But if I'm, and it'll be on the Siddums probably, but I'd probably fade KC guys if you can help it this week.
Fade
Not
them all.
that they're going to have a bad game, you just don't know who to play. So Jerry Jeudy not playing, hamstring injury, he's out. You have to sort out if you like Cortland Sutton or if you like Marvin Mims or if you like Russell Wilson with Sean Payton. We don't know
at all.
But he's missing his he's missing his top guys, so that's a tough start of the week. All right, let's talk about 2 guys that's going to lead us in our stardoms and siddums. Devon Achane and Breece Hall, both coming off of injury. Both should be active for week 1. You're going to want to pay attention just to be sure because both are not necessarily the team's top options today. And so that'll lead us into our next stuff on that. So we'll start with the Jets, guys. Breece Hall is probably going to play. He's been limited in practice. He's come back from that ACL tear. It feels like he's been coming back from it for a long time. I don't remember when it happened last year, but I don't know. I kind of thought we'd see him sooner, and he hasn't been. So the team went out and got Dalvin Cook, and he was also dealing with injury, but he's back. And so now they have announced that they're going to play both guys.
It happened in week 7.
Yeah, week 7. See, that's what I mean.
It was fairly early. But that's the thing with ACLs. A lot of times you'll see it takes 2 years for them to come back to be back up to 100%. First year back is rough for most people. You saw it with Cam Akers last year.
Yeah.
But when you bring in a talent like Dalvin, even though Breece was going to get all the touches, like you're just splitting it in half. It kind of makes you want to not play either.
Yeah, for me, I've got them down as sit-ems. The Bills should be a good team with a good defense on the outset, and then you couple that with the team is not committing to like a guy at running back, and it's that old like you got 2 alphas,
right.
and how do you sort that out? But, for Dalvin, if you want to start Dalvin because Breece should be limited, the problem is what if he's not? What if he comes in and he pops off a long run? Or what if, the Jets don't have it together week 1 and the Bills put it on them? The running backs won't even matter. But on the flip side for Breece, like he probably should and will be a limited workload. And Dalvin's not really going to be, So I don't feel confident unless it's like maybe a flex spot starting either one of these guys.
Yeah. You've also got Dalvin. He has got a lot to prove after all the running back contract issues that everybody had this offseason too. Like he's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder too.
The not having the passion to play or whatever they say.
Right.
Like, he's been good enough that I don't know. I noticed that he didn't care about playing. But yeah, so for me, they're both sit-ems.
Yep.
After that, for Devon Achane coming back. So, look, that's for Miami fans, you should be excited. This dude was electric. Problem is, he's been limited still, and he is a rookie running back. So, for me, Raheem Mostert's a must-start this week.
Definitely.
Jeff Wilson got put on the IR. He's out for a long time. Devon Achane's a rookie coming back from injury. Raheem Mostert's he's in line for huge workload.
Full tilt. Let's go. At least for the first couple weeks until A-Chain's back at 100%. Like, he's full tilt. Put Mostert in your flex.
Yeah.
Let it run.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all in on that. So A-Chain's back. Great. I'd still start Raheem Mostert. I'd put him like in a running back spot, not even a flex spot, and be happy about that. If you could trade for him cheap because like A-Chain's coming back or Wilson will come back, I would do that. It would be worth something early because you're going to get your value out of him for the first couple weeks.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of guys that if they did pick him up at all, got him into like the last round of their drafts.
Yeah,
I think in the last draft I did, I think I got him in like the 12th round, something just crazy.
Yeah, I got him in the 12th round of a draft. And I'm feeling super confident about that pick.
So whoever got him, if you didn't, probably not crazy value in him. Go out and get him if you can.
Yeah. I think it'll be cheap right now. Because people are like, all you see is A-Chain news, and I really think Raheem Mostert eats for the first couple weeks.
Agreed.
All right. So for me, Colts backfield. Nope.
Don't touch him.
Solid.
No telling.
On the flip side, I don't know that I'm ready to list him as a starter, but I would be more confident starting Anthony Richardson because he's going to have to literally do it all. I
don't trust him to throw the damn ball.
I just mean he's going to have to lead them in rushing. Of course he's going to have to lead them in passing. He's going to have to grow a lot. And the upside to that is this is a mega talented, mega athletic guy. He just has to do it,
Right.
And so Deion Jackson, if you could pick him up, he probably wouldn't be bad stashing on your roster. But when they put out a report saying they're going to let whoever is running well run the ball, I'm out on all those.
But that's the thing. So JT's out. Zach Moss still has a broken wrist. Who is left other than Deion Jackson and Evan Hull, though? So whoever has the hot hand, it's one of two options. Also, Deion Jackson has shown he can at least play when he gets in the game. Last year, he had, 4 weeks over 10 points and 1 week over 20 points. He had a 28-point week last year. So he's showed at least when he gets in the game that he can be productive, though.
But you would flex him.
I would flex him, yeah. I don't think it's a bad flex play. I think it's an all right, at least also for week 1, because Anthony Richardson's going to be in the game. You don't know if he's going to have the jitters or anything. I think it's going to be a solid play week 1. I'd play him before I played Anthony Richardson, though.
Dang.
Yep.
Out on the rookie quarterback stuff. That's all right. Yeah, I actually picked up Deion Jackson, but I have other options that could play. It was really kind of a roster stash.
Mm-hmm. He actually got in my dynasty lineup last year. He touched my starting lineup.
This isn't the Demetric Felton thing again, right?
Hey, man, look. Okay. My boy got cut. I'm still sad about it.
Has he been practice squatted somewhere?
I don't think he did. I don't think so.
All right. Yeah. So, I would sit the Colts probably. Period.
No, he did. It's a Bengals practice squad.
Oh yeah. So he's I mean that's fine. Yeah. But I would also look at for the whole team. To your point with Anthony Richardson, they're going to play the Jaguars. The Jaguars should probably blow them out, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath.
It's the only thing they've got going for them is it's in Indianapolis. That's it, because the Jaguars are coming to town. We're going to have the Calvin Ridley party. They added Tank Bigsby. All they did was add. Mm-hmm. And so that. I'm trying to think who they lose on offense from last year. Nobody. Yeah, and then they added Calvin Ridley, and they drafted Tank Bigsby.
Still got Kirk, still got Zay Jones, still got Ingram.
Year 3, year 4, Year 4, Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, yeah. 3? No, 3. One of them. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think, for me,
this could be the breakout year that everybody's been waiting for. This could be the top 5 year.
The Falcons should be good. Or Falcons, dear Lord. I regret that.
Take it back right now.
And I'm taking it back. I didn't mean it. And those of you out there who listen to this, don't hold that against me.
I'm going to throw juice on your Saints jersey just for that.
Yeah, that would hurt. I'll have heartburn. No, the Jaguars should be really good this year. In a pretty weak division. The Colts
nobody worth it. Colts are bad. Titans are no telling.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then Texans, awful team too.
The Jaguars are an easy...
lock it in. If you want to do a futures bet, lock it in for the Jags to win that division.
Yeah, easy on that one. Starter for me on this one, and it's a little bit of a homer pick, but Jamal Williams.
He's on my starters too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So look, Alvin Kamara's out. Kendra Miller's
been dealing with injuries again.
Williams had 17 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, he has shown that he can be a solid runner. Can't catch the ball very well, but he can sure as shit run that ball.
He's all they got. It's going to be him and Taysom.
They drafted an already injured rookie running back that got injured in the preseason again.
For a similar thing.
Yeah, similar injury. Super bummed. Drafted him a few places too. Kind of upset. And then
Jamal Williams, I think
at least the first 3 weeks until Kamara comes back.
Definitely a flex play.
Mm-hmm. Week 1 through 3, Jamal, solid pick.
Yeah, it might be a running back 2 play, but definitely a flex play. And they're playing the Titans. Titans had
fantastic run defense though, which is the scary bit. They had the top run defense last year.
Yeah, I'm still going Jamal. It's literally all they got. Yeah. And in weird Saints news, it's not planned, but I just want to talk about it for a second. They moved Taysom Hill on the depth chart from tight end to quarterback.
Did they really? I didn't see that.
And then they shifted the tight ends up spots on the depth chart, as to make it officially official.
There's too many damn tight ends on that team is the issue.
So they've got.
So you've got him.
Jimmy Graham's tight end 3 now.
Jimmy Graham, Juwan Johnson. What's his name? Cancer Boy, Foster Moreau. Probably shouldn't have called him that, but whatever. We're here.
We don't have any haters yet, but that would have made the hater list, I'm sure.
Ooh.
So Jamal Williams, I'm in. What you got?
I think my top start, try and start him everywhere you can, is Jahan Dotson. We kind of touched on it earlier with the Scary Terry turf toe. Probably not playing week 1, day to day from here on out. With a turf toe, it can be forever. Speaking of Saints, I'll never let you live this one down, Mr. Michael Thomas. But Jahan Dotson,
I'm with you on that.
120 yards and 2 touchdowns week 1. Call him.
Yeah, this dude caught a bunch of his touchdowns from his new quarterback last year.
Yep. And then with Scary Terry out, not a lot of other people to catch the ball. Antonio Gibson, he played wide receiver in college, but not really anybody else on that team.
Well, and their starting tight end is hurt right now. So Logan Thomas is out, so you have people that are going out and grabbing what is his name? They're grabbing the second tight end on that one, thinking like maybe they can sneak in some tight end stuff. But for me, I'm with you. I think I just plug Dotson in and be happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals are going to be a streaming option all year if you have like whatever defenses play in the Cardinals.
Yep.
And then if you have offensive players playing against the Cardinals, like I would play them. They are front runners to be the number 1 pick with a bottom 5 defense and a bottom 5.
They're obviously tanking. They're trading assets away. They're going for Caleb Williams.
Or Drake May.
We'll see. Or Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
He's a junior this year. I'm just saying.
We will have some draft stuff that we'll cover later on. I think we make a good look on that. But Cardinals are trash. So Jahan Dotson, great stardom. I hate to be this way, but I've got Bijan as a starter.
You should, man. You should. I know you hate it as a Saints fan. You hate it.
Yeah,
but
I don't want to start any Falcons players as like a personal thing. But he's in the number 1 rushing offense from last year.
Yeah.
And they're playing a bottom half of the league rushing defense.
They were 18th last year.
That is bottom half.
Run it all day. Do you think how much of his touches do you think Algier takes in like a regular just as the game goes?
Dude, I think they're going to let him have it. Like, he might get spelled if he has like a long run or something like that. There is some risk for like touchdown carries if he breaks one off and gets tackled in the 5 or something like that. Like, I do think you have to watch out for that because the dude was really good last year, and he's more of a bruiser. He's a little bit slower. But other than that, it's Bijan all day. I mean, they didn't draft him the way they did to like, give Algier a bunch of carries.
You don't spend the 8th pick on a running back to not run him.
Yeah, and he can do it all. I mean, he's already had like acrobatic catches.
Oh my God, that one-handed catch still insane.
He's running dudes over. Like, they say adjusting to the NFL from college can be tough, and it can be too fast. It looked like the NFL was too slow.
Yep.
Bijan.
He felt right in place.
Yeah, and so Bijan's a stardom. Like you got to.
And then I think my last start is Cam Sutton with Judy out. This could be the resurgence, the Russell Wilson year. If it happens, it's got to be. He probably loses his job if he doesn't do it this year. He can't be that bad 2 years in a row. He's got to throw to somebody.
Yeah, I think if it hasn't already, his career does start fading if he doesn't figure it out this year. Like he'll officially be on those like Devontae Parker, maybe even like Juju Smith-Schuster, like those lists of people that like just get changed from team to team. Robert Woods is like probably a good one right now. He'll be a veteran presence on teams if he can't do it this year. So he'll never have a better opportunity than week 1 where he's the number 1 guy in an offense with Sean Payton in it. I think it's an intriguing stardom. I think it's probably like a ceiling play rather than like a evidence play, but man, it could really pay off in the first week.
Yeah, I mean, because the only other person is Mims, who's a rookie, and when you have a veteran quarterback, they trust veteran players. A lot of times, they just don't look at rookie wide receivers. You can see that kind of last year. I feel like Aaron Rodgers and Christian Watson's a good example of that. He didn't throw him the ball until like week 10, week 11, and then we saw his 7 touchdowns in 6 games.
Oh yeah.
But it just, for a veteran quarterback like that, it takes some time to work it out with a rookie wide receiver.
I think that's fair. And he kind of profiles as like the classic burner receiver anyways, which even more so from a rookie standpoint means like he's not going to be. I mean, he'll be on the field because someone's hurt, but he's not going to be running like a bunch of like a diverse route tree. Like he'll be out there to like bust the coverage or maybe do like slants and stuff like that. But you're not going to see a bunch of that complicated stuff from him, not early. Okay, that's we got my stardom and situms. Let me ask you this, Nolan, off the cuff. What's your most exciting week 1 matchup here?
Is it the opening game? Is that lame to say? But Zach knows, I've been one of the biggest Lions hype guys for the past 2 years.
Dan Campbell to the freaking moon. I mean,
I love him. I loved Swift last year. I loved Jamal Williams last year. I won a league starting both of the Lions running backs last year. I'm here for it, man. I love Gibbs. I think Monty's my sleeper pick of the year. If you haven't done a draft yet, grab a Monty in the 8th round. Like, it's gonna be worth it. I'm just so excited for this first game.
No, I'm with you. My fantasy team name in the league I care about the most is Laporta Potty. And because I took Kelsey, I'm going to have to play Laporta week 1 maybe.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Damn.
I'm with you on that. I would probably raise you. The only other one, there's a bunch of
great games week 1. The script did it this year.
Oh, yeah. The only other one I tell you that I'm probably like the most, maybe not is going to be the best game, but I'm the most interested in is the exact opposite. So the first game is going to be great. I am so interested in the closing game of the first week.
See how Aaron Rodgers does it.
Right, because you got Bills, and you're just wondering how much time they have left in their Super Bowl window, right? And they've been right there at the AFC Championship game twice.
I don't know. They're the biggest choking franchise in history.
And so, no doubt. Nolan, I'll
put it on the board.
Over this. There's Josh Allen, and I said the franchise. So
it's the Bills as a whole.
It's the Bills. So we got the Bills who are eager to see what they look like, and then you got the Jets, who had a really good defense last year, and they added, and then, of course, they went out and completely changed their offense. Yeah. I mean, like, pretty much everything about it. New running back, new receivers, year 2 Garrett Wilson, and then they added freaking Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback. Just see what happens. I think my other one, I'm sitting here scrolling through them. I think the other one that I'm most excited about is probably 49ers and Steelers. So I want to see Brock Purdy not ending a season, not coming into it hype. Like, it's week 1. If he can continue where he left off after the injury, I want to see Pickett. I want to see how they deal with limiting CMC. You can't give him that much run this early in the season because you need to hold him. He's known to get hurt. You got to hold on to it. I'd like to see how they shift their offense to where they use him enough but not overuse him.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Well, let me tell you, I was just looking at this. It's just kind of funny. I can tell you based on lowest ticket prices what NFL fans think will be the best game or the worst game. So the cheapest tickets you can acquire, according to ESPN.com,
all right,
for an opening game are Jacksonville, Indianapolis. $32. You can get a ticket to that game for $32.
That's so damn cheap. I'd take that all day. That should be a good. Well, it might not be. It won't be a good game. It'll be a bloodbath. It'd be an intriguing game to see what happens with a first-year quarterback, and an exciting, maybe if they can do everything they're lined up to do, maybe deep run Jacksonville.
Yep, it will be a fine TV game, but I would not. I'm not forking out cash for it. After that, they think Atlanta, Carolina, $47. It's probably only Bijan. Like, if Bijan wasn't there, probably worse.
Is it at Atlanta?
Yes.
Bro, have you seen all the stuff about, their concessions prices and everything they do for fans? You can...
It's all a lie.
I want to go...
Is a lie.
No, it's not. Don't you dare.
They're just lying to us.
You just don't like Atlanta.
It's true. That's true. I can tell you, Nolan, you were pretty spot on with your San Francisco Pittsburgh. It's the second most expensive ticket. $205 to get a Pittsburgh 49ers ticket.
So I was going to talk about the next one too. I think Another game I'm super excited for is the Packers-Bears.
Yes.
Which looks like it might be the most expensive game.
$218.
But I want to see the Jordan Love experience. I'm here for it. Big into Christian Watson.
Fields,
Can't wait.
Like, what does Justin Fields look like?
Now that he has an actual wide receiver one on his team,
yes.
Will he actually be able to throw the damn ball?
Well, yeah, you don't know DJ Moore. Like, you don't know what their running back situation shakes out to. And then how much money did they spend on their defense? They spent like tens of millions of dollars on defensive acquisitions.
It was like a horde. Not a horde. What is it?
It's fine.
What's a dragon's mountain of gold called?
I think you had it on the first one.
Did I? Oh, I don't know. It feels wrong. I take it back. I went too far with it. I should have done something easier.
Look, Nolan, you can't beat Schism in the next following episode. We'll workshop it. You'll come back. All right. Yeah. Look. I think
a lot of good games.
Matchups. Hopefully we've helped you with some of this stuff. If you like our stardoms, if you like our situms, please give us a follow. 3-Man Bunkbed on YouTube, 3-Man Bunkbed on Spotify, and then we have our own channel on the FantasyFootballAdvice.Network page, 3-Man Bunkbed. So jump on there, interact with us. We'll answer questions. We'll get you a code to get you a discount off the website. We'll do all that. So we're doing this just for fun, just to be able to excuse ourselves from talking about football some more. So Nolan, you got anything else we got to share with everybody?
Nah, man. I'm just excited for week 1. Fantasy Football Advice Network. A lot of good content. Since we shifted over to the new website, there's been so much more engagement. It's just, honestly, I'm getting on there just for the fun of it now.
Yeah, because it's rolling,
Yeah, it was, they're kind of helping us out with the podcast before. Now it's hey, I just kind of enjoy this website. So, hey, hop on.
That's a big change for Nolan. Okay,
it is. They call me a pessimist. I'm not a pessimist, though. I'm a realist.
No, you can be a critical fella, though. And that's okay. That's
just call it how I see it.
Yeah, that's total integrity for Nolan. Okay? Except not. He'll collude, too. Okay?
I will. Hey, I can be bought. It's fine.
So, look, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. We're going to follow up on our stuff that we did. Hopefully, we sound like geniuses. It's probably more likely that some of that comes back and
bites us in the ass. Yeah.
So, look for our third bunk next week on this one. And look, y'all, we appreciate you. See you next time.
Yep. See ya.